We'll be discussing how to install the Sovereign SMP mod pack for 1.18.2. I made a similar video for our old mod pack for 1.16.5, but since then we switched to 1.18.2 for more recent mods and a better FPS. Alright, so this is how we'll install the Sovereign SMP 1.18.2 mod pack. First, go on your normal browser, I would choose Chrome, and then search up Sovereign SMP just on the net. You should see the first result being Sovereign SMP. Click it. Okay, now here you will see it says Sovereign SMP by Audup. Now, if you know it's the correct one, it's because if it's made by Audup. Any one is made by SifPenguin or MetaService is not correct. It is made by Audup. The CurseForge author of the mod pack is Audup. As you can see, here's a brief description of the mods. Once you're ready to install, go to Files. Here, you'll see Sovereign SMP Season 1. Then, you need to press Install. I wouldn't recommend the download option. This will open CurseForge and it will install your mod pack. If you do not have CurseForge, click the Get CurseForge app. Press Download Standalone, and our file will download, which will teach you how to install CurseForge. Now, a mod pack will take a bit to install. It usually takes a while to install due to the sheer amount of mods we have on the mod pack, but this is the same for any mod pack, so it's not anything to worry about. Now, there are a few things to know before we actually start playing on Sovereign. So go to the mod pack and press View Profile. Click the 3 bullet points at the top, and then click Profile Options. If you want to add any more client-side mods to the server, press Allow Content Management for this profile, in which you'll be permitted to allow client-side mods for you alone. But I wouldn't recommend it since it can easily create errors, since we haven't tested those mods extensively to see if they're compatible with the server. What I would untick is Use System Memory Settings. Now, on Sovereign SMP, we recommend at least 8GB of RAM being dedicated to it. Even if you have a good enough system, you might still get 60 plus FPS on 4GB dedicated, but it's just it's just too risky, and we can't have you guys not having good enough FPS. If you don't have 8GB, then maybe 4GB will suffice, but that is only really if you have a good CPU and or GPU. But we recommend 8GB. If you have more to dedicate, then great. I personally dedicate 16GB to Sovereign. Do not change any of these settings, as these are what makes the mods work together peacefully, so we don't want to change that at all. Alright, once you're ready, simply press play. I'll direct you to the Minecraft launcher, in which you can play as normal. If you see Sovereign SMP Forge 40.2.10, you know you're on the right one. Go to Installations and click Edit. Press More Options. You'll see here that 16GB are dedicated to my Sovereign SMP. If it says less than that, like 4 or the default, go back and change it on the CurseForge instance. If it still doesn't work, just change it here. You can change the resolution as you will. I'm going to have it as 2560 times 1440. When ready, press play. Start preparing the mod pack as normal. The stage might take a bit of a long time depending on your system, but usually if you have a good enough system, it'll only take about 10 seconds. We've installed a mod called Lightspeed and Fast Load on our server. Those two mods will make the world loading time much quicker, and the loading of Minecraft just generally much faster, at no drawback in FPS or any performance related things. It's a very good mod, and we actually advise you to have it on whatever you do personally. On our custom state-of-the-art loading screen, press Multiplayer. Also, mod pack is made by SifPenguin, so great thanks to him. And then on Multiplayer, you can either add server or press direct connection. Usually people say to add server, but I just like direct connection since I find it to be faster. Alright, now, on this IP you need to put 89.116.234.196, and then the port for now is 25579. Usually, the port would be the default of 25565, but since our server looks like to want to change our system to a different machine due to issues with its current one, we temporarily have not dedicated port. But don't worry guys, we'll change the machine. But for now, you have to do that. When you're ready, press join server. If it stays on connecting to server for a while, that's normal. But after encrypting, it should go quite fast. Alright, Sovereign SMP. Looks very good today. What I would do immediately when you're on Sovereign is press the escape key, go to options, and change UFO. If you want to, that's right. Go on video settings and adjust it to your system. For example, I like having it in borderless, even though I get less FPS, it's just easy to switch. And we have many FPS options to optimize performance due to that fact that we have Rubidium and Oculus on our server. You can also use shader packs, such as complementary reimagined or complementary shade sources. We recommend complementary reimagined. Alright, thanks for watching this tutorial. We hope you enjoy your time in Sovereign SMP, and we hope you try it.